Hello. It is day number 2. I told you that I was going to go live every single day for 10 days. And if you haven't watched day 1, go back and watch day 1. And I changed the name because I can do that. So I am doing 10 days to break Kelly out of the corporate cuffs. I don't know, it just has a great ring about it. But why am I here? I wanted to give you a little bit more information because I felt like I left a couple things hanging yesterday on day 1. So, those of you that may or may not know, again, I do work a full time job for a corporation in addition to doing BCC evolution. And it just becomes more and more apparent every single day that I have conversations with people that what I'm doing is important. And I know that I have already made a name for myself as being a resource. And so I do have a lot of people that come to me on a daily basis, but I don't necessarily always have the time to be able to help them, which is super frustrating, especially in my world of, I mean, if you're asking and you're actually reaching out to get help and I'm not available and or somebody else is not available to actually help you at that moment, what good is it to have these resources that can't even help? And so for me, I had another conversation today with a friend who same thing, like they're looking for resources, they're looking for places to go, and I don't have the time to spend on going and telling what resources. And so the most important thing to me, and one of the biggest things that I want to accomplish this year, is being able to go out and vet out specific places so that I can refer somebody to a location and it will actually help them versus hurt them. Because there's lots and lots of places out there that um, they just don't have the capabilities and or maybe that like they have really bad staff. I've heard some nightmare stories, and that would be the very last thing that I would want to do is refer somebody somewhere that's going to hurt them and not help them. So big goal for me in 2021 is to be able to be afforded the time to go and vet out specific mental health facilities and or practitioners or in the professional space and make sure that it's actually going to help somebody versus hurt somebody. The other part is the education piece, because when somebody goes and they get diagnosed, they ultimately end up waiting anywhere between 2 weeks to 2 months to actually get into a facility. And that is not okay, because that is a space that we lose the most people when they complete suicide, because they're having to wait this time when they're really in need of the help right now. So that's what the education that I want, that I am building. I don't want to, I'm going to, it's going to happen. That I'm building is going to help educate people to be that person in that space so that whomever comes to them does not feel alone, and you know what to say that will help them versus hurt them. So yesterday I talked a little bit about BCC evolution, and I know that a lot of you already know my story if you're following our YouTube channel. If you know me as a person because you're on my Facebook, you're my friend, you know my story. But if you're watching this for the first time, the reason that I created BCC Evolution was because I lost my middle sister to a completed suicide on February 20th, 2017. And I just knew that I couldn't sit around and do nothing. But also, the main reason is because I had shut my emotions off to her. I really, truly didn't understand why she didn't want to be on this planet. And I couldn't take the fact that she had attempted suicide 6 times, and I completely shut my emotions off to her. I was not capable, nor did I have the skills that I do today to understand what she was going through. And I'll tell you, even today, it is the hardest with the people that are closest to us. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect by any means, because I miss a lot of things in my own family still today. But I have a lot more skills now than I did when she was alive. And I wish that, ooh, always gets me. I wish that I could go back and understand, because it's really all about understanding it, and it's really about identifying the signs when you see them and asking the right questions, asking if they're contemplating suicide or if they're going to go kill themselves. Like, ask the hard, direct questions. And I would have never, ever have done that with her because I didn't know how, and I never took the training. But then after she had completed, I mean, I can look in retrospect and I can see her unraveling. And I wish I would have been able to identify that back in the day, because maybe, and I call them the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and the hoodoo, voodoo, we-doos. So I don't live in that space anymore, but I still, maybe I could have done something. Maybe I could have asked the question at least, right? And maybe I would have gotten an answer. So that's why I have grown and learned and educated myself and I've gone out just to understand. I want more understanding. I want to learn how I can help people. And I want to be able to take this opportunity to vet out resources, make sure that it's going to help, not hurt, and that I just have to have this time to be able to do that, because right now it is busy, and I do work the full-time job, which is Monday through Friday, and I'm not afforded the space nor the time. So that's why this work that I do is so important. And again, I have conversations on a daily basis with people that either are struggling or they know somebody that's struggling, and they're like, what do I do? What do I say? Where do I go? And honestly, my answer is, I don't know. And that's not okay. I know what you can say, but I don't know where you can go. Like, I haven't taken the time to be able to go out and give people places. I have a whole bunch of people that you can talk to, and I can definitely hand out their information. But if you need like a professional facility, I have connections. That's about all that I have, but I can't give you a place. So that is one of my big, 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 big goals for this year. And I know that it's going to happen. And the education piece can happen now. And so that's why I am doing this 10 days to break Kelli out of the corporate cuffs. And I need your help. I need you to reach into your pockets if you have the means and donate. Again, it's a donation. That's the coolest part, is you're donating to BCC Evolution, which is a 501c3. So your donation is tax deductible, and it will go towards me building these education classes. So it is a break the cycle of break the cycle of trauma master education class, which will also have a educator portion to it. So if you want to make money, you want to be in the space, you can become a trainer for our curriculum. And then there's going to be another program that's built and designed specifically for middle school students. And the cool part for you is that if you make a donation, I don't even care what the amount is, I am going to give you the class for free as soon as it's built. So that is a $297 value, and you're going to get it for free because, one, you're going to know that your funds went somewhere, and you know that I was afforded the time to actually build this curriculum, and you're going to get a chance to take it before we even launch it to the public. So that's why I want and need your help. Let's see, I wrote down a couple notes. Let's see if I missed anything. Oh, I did want to say, though, that the corporation that I work for, it is an amazing company. There's nothing wrong with them. And they are a great place to be, and it has served its purpose. I just know in my heart that what I am doing with BCC Evolution is so important. And that's why I need to get out as soon as possible, because right now is the critical time. All of us are starting to potentially come out of COVID, and or people are still scared to come out. And we need feet on the ground that are educated and know how to help instead of hurt. So again, what I'm asking is for your help. I am trying to raise, not trying, we're going to, it's going to happen. Got to stop thinking in the tries. I am raising $5,000 in 10 days. Again, that will go towards my base salary of for 2 months. So it covers 2 whole months of me being able to put in the work and have the time to build this curriculum. And no matter what you donate, you are going to get the class for free. So I will drop the link, and I will, if you have any questions, reach out to me. But I really appreciate you. And if you can't right now, that is totally okay also. Share this maybe with one person or two people that might be able to. So thank you so much. And I will be back tomorrow. Again, 10 days. You're going to learn a whole bunch about me, whether you want to or not. Well, see you soon. Bye.